Hey, soccer people, Johnny here, and I am doing something I've never done in a video before. I am going to point my camera at a computer screen and show you some pictures. It's the low budget version of making an educational video. This video is for U8 to U15, okay? And I'm gonna make a separate video in just a second for U5 and U6. Now, U8 through U15 parents, you're like chomping at the bit, I'm sure, to know schedules and pictures and uniforms and all that. And so I'm going to go through all that with you. I have 6 things I need to talk about: coaches, pennies, masks, drive-through pickup, schedule, and pictures. Okay? And so here we go. Number 1, coaches. I need about 4 more coaches still. Okay? So if you can do what I'm about to say, please email me or call me 541-903-0565 or text me. Okay, I need 1 U8 girls coach who can coach Mondays and Wednesdays 4:30 to 5:30. I've called a lot of people, but I haven't called everybody. I need 2 boys coaches for Monday, Wednesday 5:30 to 6:30, U10 boys, so that's 8 and 9-year-old boys. And I called a lot of people and I only got 2 out of 4, so that's our biggest need right now. And then we need 2 U12 girls coaches as well, so I guess that's just as big of a need. So that's 10 and 11-year-old girls, 4:30 to 5:30, Mondays and Wednesdays. And I think that's it. Yeah. So 5 coaches I still need out of 50. That's pretty good. Oh, but there's another 3. So I got 42 out of 50 coaches so far. So we're in pretty good shape. So that's coaches. I'm begging you, please coach. Pennies. So this is a new thing. A penny is a mesh kind of half jersey thing. Every kid this year is getting the same uniform and a yellow penny. And so that way we can really flex and change as needed, move a kid from one team to another team in the younger groups. And with the older kids, we're not even going to have official teams. We're just going to come together and scrimmage. And so every Saturday, your child needs to wear their uniform and their bright yellow penny, their blue uniform, blue and gold, bright yellow penny. And half the time they'll take it off, half the time they won't. And they'll just need to keep track of that all season. So in addition to that, they're going to be issued a mask, okay, that's called a neck gaiter. And so it goes over their face like really tight like this. They can also wear a clear face mask. They make this one I wear at work, and it's like got safety glasses and then plastic, and you can just totally breathe. And so that, if you're worried about your kid being able to breathe, then that's going to do the trick for them. And you can get like 10 of those on Amazon for $20, $2 each. So, and those are by far the best. I've tried just about everything. Drive-through pickup. Okay, now it's time to see my computer screen. Okay, here we go. So, actually, one more thing before I do that. You're like, oh, come on. Okay, so masks. We do not want to be crazy. Okay, we don't want our kids to see us being crazy. And I could see how this mask thing might make people crazy. So, let me just say this. If you are really worried about the coronavirus, which is a completely reasonable thing to be worried about, you should not do soccer. If you think, like, I can't have my kid getting the coronavirus, okay? I think we kind of all know that, like, a little piece of fabric the particle, I'm a science teacher, tiny microscopic particles that contain the virus, aerosols, can go through those things. So the mask stops some of it, but it doesn't stop all of it. So if you're really worried about exposure, don't be in public. Don't be around other people, okay? And the mask will stop some, but it's not going to stop everything. So I'm not saying this because I think I know better than the governor or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, if you're really worried about the virus, don't do soccer, okay? And so, because kids are going to screw this up on the field, okay? Kids are going to forget. They're going to take their mask down because no one's around. And then suddenly the ball's going to come to them, and they're not going to have their mask on, because they were breathing. And, it's going to be messy, okay? Now, we're telling kids, wear your mask, right? But there's going to be mistakes. And so if you're really, really worried about the mask thing, probably better not to do soccer at all. You can still get a refund through Parks and Rec, okay? So the reason I'm saying that is I don't want people going nuts on each other about the masks, okay? Our rule is wear the mask. But if a kid messes it up, we're not going to make a big deal about it. We're just going to tell him to put his mask back on, okay? So be nice to each other. Man, what our kids need to see right now is adults being intelligent and respectful and staying calm and being nice to each other. Be gracious to each other, okay? Which means like just be kind. Be unnecessarily kind to each other. Don't be judging each other. Don't be condemning each other, okay? And I know like 99% of you already know that, okay? But that's the culture that we want to have out there, is we're just gracious and forgiving to each other, okay? Now, let's go look at a few things, okay? So here's the schedule, okay? And this is in the email I sent out, and it's a picture that I put on Facebook. And sorry, I've never done this before, so I'm just figuring out how to adjust this thing. Totally crooked. Okay, so here's the schedule. Now, a few things, okay? You'll notice the locations are all different. Okay, so let's go to the locations first. So we are trying to stay away from each other because we don't want to get shut down and we don't want to draw attention to ourselves. We'll talk about that slide in a second. So U8 will play, man, this is not the highest quality presentation I've ever done. U8 is on Stryker Park and the Firefighter Memorial. Okay, so like right down there, 7-Eleven, north of 7-Eleven, Stryker Park, splash pads right here. Okay, this is that new bridge they put in. So we're gonna have 2 fields here, 2 fields here. The guys at Parks and Rec painted them. They are the straightest, most beautiful fields I've ever seen in my life. Okay, that's where U8 happens. It, you know, practices, games. If your kid is U8, this is where they go. Okay, if your kid is U10. They are on these 2 fields at the high school. There's the high school tennis courts. There's the high school. U10 has always been here, still here. Okay, U10 is at the high school. U12, this is Les Schwab Fields. Okay, this is where kids play baseball in the spring. And there's this parking lot over here that people always drive and spin Brodies around, and then it gets really bumpy. And then there's that one year where they put a bunch of big rocks there, and I don't know why they didn't keep doing that, but they don't do that anymore. We're gonna have 3 U12 fields. Okay, amphitheater's just down here. Les Schwab Fields. And there's pictures of all this online and in the email I sent you. And U15, same place they played last year too, on the high school fields. These are the U10 fields right here, but these are the U15 fields. Okay, tennis courts right there. All right, now, in addition to that, let's bring that schedule back up. Where did it go? Is this it? Yes. Okay, schedule. Okay, so you can see location is on the schedule. What event? So both practices and games happen at the same location, okay? In the past, practice times are set by coaches. This year, I set the practice times because we just have to be a little more structured because of the way we're doing things. So boys' practices are always 5:30 to 6:30. And you can either choose Monday, Wednesday, or you can choose Tuesday, Thursday. Okay? And there will be coaches there on Monday, Wednesday. There will be coaches there on Tuesday, Thursday. Your child does not have an official coach because we're doing pickup games, pickup practices. Just show up. Whoever shows up gets to practice. And the coaches will check them to make sure they're on the roster and keep track of who's there so we can report it if we need to, if something happens. Okay? The first practice is after the first game, which is really kind of strange. Okay, first practice 9:14 or 9:15. If you choose Monday, Wednesday, your first practice is a Monday. If you choose Tuesday, Thursday, your first practice is a Tuesday. Okay, your last practice right there. So event, you know, if it's a practice, then if the event is a game, here it says game. Games, if you're a U8 boy, are always at 10:15 a.m. Okay, and your first game is on 9/12. That's next Saturday. Okay, if you're a U8 girl, your first game is at 8:45 a.m. and it's on 9/12 as well. So this is how you read the schedule, okay? It's pretty straightforward. I put a little thing down here that says updated, so if I had to change something, if I made a mistake, I'd send out an updated version, okay? Last thing you should notice about this form is picture date is October 3rd. More info to come. Hopefully, I will have all the info, oh, here's a nice transition, at uniform pickup. Where's that slide? Okay, so just like the schools did sort of like a drive-through open house this year, I'm doing a drive-through uniform pickup. This is Main Street. This is South 3rd, I think. This is not normal 3rd Street. This is the little 3rd Street that goes towards First Baptist, okay? So this building right here is Parks and Rec. Where this red arrow is pointing, and you can look at this picture more close up on your phone or in your email, there's a little green Subaru right there. think it's a Subaru Impreza from about 1997. I'm just guessing. That, I'm going to set up a tent right there. My family and I and anybody else who we can con into helping is going to wait there for people to come by and ask for their uniform, and we will give it to them on Friday 9/11, this Friday, and Saturday 9/12 between 8 and 6 and 8 and noon, okay, at Crook County Parks and Rec. So that's how you're going to get your uniform. If you're a coach, that is also where you will pick up your ball bag, okay? If you're a coach, I'll be sending out more information by email too. All right, let's see, come back to me now. Let's see what I forgot to tell you. Sorry this video is kind of long. It's been a very long weekend. Penny, mass, drive-through pickup, schedule, pictures. I think that's it, okay? So hey, stay awesome, stay kind. Let's have a great season. Talk to you guys later.